Hello again, it's Heidi, and I just wanted to give you the last little section of Module 1. And this is really for you all, the most important part, because we're going to now in this third section, Section C, is go through some documentation that the program review team uses and must be very familiar with. So let me share my screen with you once again. Very easy. You can see this on here. Should be seeing my screen. And in this last section, you're watching the video right now, which is great, on the IAYT program review team documents. You're going to review this Google folder, become familiar with these documents, and then do the short knowledge quiz. So you're starting to see our routine that we're getting in for this particular training. So here, again, it's going to take you to a Google Drive. And in this drive, you have 3 documents. The first document is really, really important. You might want to print this out. You will get this document every single time you are assigned to a program review team, but you'll need to understand it and really try to study it a little bit more before you get officially on a program review team. Because this first one, the report to the program review team, if you remember in our orientation video, we discussed that the first round of review happens by the senior accreditation specialist, and that's either Danielle or Sean Choi, and you're going to get the opportunity to hear their voice and interact with them a little bit later in this training. But so they do their review, and there's certain things that they're looking for and certain things that they focus on. And when they do that, they then write a report. They write a report to the program review team. Remember that program review team is 2 individuals from the Accreditation Program Review Committee. That's you all. So two of you and this accreditation specialist for continuity across the review. And so they write a report based on the information RFI requested, further information that they have asked, things that they have asked from the program that maybe wasn't clear in the original SCR, and the documentation that was returned. Did it make it clear, or was there still some outstanding questions that they could not clarify? So it's a very long document. These things are kind of hard to figure out what the best way to present. So maybe next year we can, we're always trying to improve our processes and improve our documentation. So that we've struggled a little with this, but it is a report where they've asked the question, what did the administration or the senior accreditation specialist, what were their comments on the original SCR, and how did the applicant respond? So that will help you understand what they've already looked at and where we need to focus the energies. So this is a really, really important document at the beginning of every program review team. And then the other 2 are what we call the request for further information, one related to the standards and one related to the competencies. If you have done accreditation of educational programs before, every organization does it a little bit differently. Some organizations have their competencies embedded in the standards, and some have them separated. We have ours separated, okay? So the program review team, when you all come together and you looked through all of the standards, the admission requirements, which is 1.1 and 1.2, and so on down the line, you might have questions. Something might not be clear to you, or you might want some further information. And so the senior accreditation specialist will help you, especially until you get really articulate in this languaging. They will help you write that out And then we send that to the applicant and they respond. Okay, and then it's either satisfactory or we do it again. So we can send these RFI, one for the standards, one for the competency. We can send it 2 times and for a total of 4 times. So there's 2 times in the administrative review and there's 2 times in the program review team review. So familiarize yourself with these. And I would also encourage you to compare what these documents look like compared to the 2019 accreditation guide, because this mirrors and models the guide almost word for word. So it's really need to understand that we are just focusing on exactly what those standards and competencies are, and we try to use the language that is common to both. So that's the last part of this first module. So then you will have all of the documents. I'm going to stop my share. You will have access to all of the documents that the applicant receives. You'll have all the documents and all the guidance documents that they're provided to them. You'll have access to all the review documents. And you also now have access to the website, which you can go and you can explore, and you know where those frequently asked questions are and all of that, the good stuff that is available there. And again, please bookmark that. And these documents put in a safe place for you and to study. But every time you go on a program review, you're assigned to a program review team, you receive a Dropbox with these documents in it. So if there's any updates, additions, improvements, we're going to be working with the documents that you get in that Dropbox. Okay, so these would just be reference documents to you. So I want to thank you again, and I'll talk to you soon.